Secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried about the
Fala galera, beleza? Estamos aqui com mais um vídeo do canal. Você tá no Game Experience, seu conteúdo de sempre. Vou começar aqui logo com os vlogs. Será apresentado um novo material de The Order 1886 no PlayStation Expirience. Vamos ver aqui. Depois de um anúncio que emocionou a maioria dos proprietários do PS4, graças aos gráficos incríveis e um ambiente particularmente atraente, The Order 1886 diminuiu lentamente essa expectativa ao longo dos meses seguintes. A culpa foi essencialmente da equipe de desenvolvimento Deixem, que continuou mostrando de forma consistente a mesma demo jogável com a linearidade muito forte. Parece que aqui está a tendência pode ser revertida durante o evento de PlayStation Experience, que será realizado de 6 e 7 de dezembro em Las Vegas. Conforme relatado pelo Gamebot, The Order 1886 estará presente de forma jogável com a nova demonstração. Dessa forma, a Red Dead quer, portanto, ter possibilidade de impressionar aos críticos e aos fãs através de sequências lineares menores que apresentou até agora. É isso aí, galera. O The Order está chegando, tá muito bonito. Eu vi os vídeos da internet, o jogo está bastante agradável. Provavelmente quem gosta vai delirar com esse jogo. É isso aí, galera. Se você gostou, não deixe de se inscrever no canal, deixa seu like, mais seu favorito. E talvez esse final de semana eu vou postar vídeos aí pra você que esses tempos eu não tava tendo vídeo de postar vídeo, eu vou adiantar esse final de semana. E talvez hoje eu vou tentar botar uns 5 vídeos hoje pra vocês, pra recompensar os dias que eu não tava postando, botar logo 5 vídeos hoje. É isso aí, galera. Valeu, falou, tchau.
We really tried to capture the right balance of both human lupine anatomy and that level of imperfection that makes it not feel like this kind of action-y comic book creature, and much more like this is a creature that could have existed that we just haven't seen yet.
The anatomy has to be right. If it doesn't look like it's built for the purpose that it needs to serve, it's gonna look kind of artificial. You know, you don't want something to look like a man in a suit. You don't want something to just have weird kind of bones jutting out of it just because that looks cool or scary.
Also trying to retain a sense of the person. We didn't want this magical transformation from specific guy to generic scary creature. We wanted a sense of who that person was still kind of transferred into the lichen anatomy.
We knew that one of the pillars of the game was that we not just have lichens, but we have the ability to transform a human into a lichen or vice versa. We wanted no cheats. We wanted continuous, no-cut shots of this happening. And so what that means is actually transforming the anatomy.
The blood from the heart through the veins and arteries. You kind of see this chest expansion as if maybe the lungs, the rib cage, and then all the rest of it as it's being carried through the blood kind of moves outwards to the extremities.
The hips, the pelvis.
The big toes of the humans actually morphs and migrates back to the dew claw.
Everything is very, very different from how the thing is structured.
Finding 3D topology that allowed us to achieve that was quite a process.
And then the hair growth was another challenge. As they're transforming, a mostly bald human is now transforming into a very hairy dog, cat-like creature.
On top of that, the skeletons of both characters are actually animating and transforming along with this blend shape. On top of that, the materials are animating and blending between the human state, sort of an in-between transformation state, and the lichen state without any tricks or gimmicks.
I think that's something that people are going to be really kind of excited about. You know, there's that moment where you're like, oh man, turning into a lichen, that's awesome. And so we wanted to make sure we play that up. But once you feel like that thing makes sense and that it could really stand in front of you, I think there's this whole other layer of kind of emotion that sets in where you're like, wow, that's not just this thing that I take for granted as being a monster or something just, ooh, scary. It's like, that maybe could be something that, you know, we just haven't found in the world. If they're in hiding, we don't know where they are.
It's always a struggle because everybody was like, should we push it a little more? It's like, no, you know, guys, let's make it believable. Let's keep it in the realm of what people are gonna say. You know what? I don't believe in them, but if I did, that's what I would have believed.
PlayStation